Now we're going to be talking about connecting the upper and lower body in order to create a more beautiful sound. A lot of us think that the sound originates just in the right arm, but that is far from the truth. We need our entire bodies and all the springs and joints to be as released and open as possible. If our body resonates, the violin will resonate. I studied Tai Chi for many years, and I have found many of the same concepts that help you in martial arts also help you when playing the violin. For example, one of their core concepts is that you should have alignment in your side channels. So your shoulders need to be over your hips, over your knees, and over your feet. If you look at my feet, you'll see that they are parallel and they are directly under my shoulders. So this might be a little different if you learned to play the violin this way or even this way with your feet spread out. So try putting your feet directly under your shoulders and making them parallel. Now spring a little bit so that you can feel your shoulders releasing. They should be falling down through your side channels, through your hips, through your knees, through the balls of your feet. Your arms, let your arms relax. Feel the nice releases you're getting in your shoulders. This is all going to help when you go to make sound. Now put your hand in the small of your back and keep jiggling. And now I'd like you to put your weight over on the left foot and then on the right. And just notice what you're feeling in the small of your back. Also, check your posture. If you are in the habit of stiffening up like this, you will have a lot of arch in your back. We don't want that. So relax your pelvis, let it melt down and forward so that your lower back is as straight as possible. Okay, so got that? You're jiggling now. Your lower back should feel relaxed, not arched. You should be able to feel the jiggle reflected in your shoulders if you are aligned correctly. Now, jiggle from right to left. You might want to put your hand on the small of your back as you go from right to left. And just notice, can you feel the movement and the flow in your muscles in your lower back? Okay, now, just for a second, straighten your knees, lock out your knees. What did your lower back do? Did you feel it get hard? This will greatly affect your sound because your arms, the first muscle of your arm is actually in your lower back. So it's very important to keep this part loose. Okay, so try going side to side again. You feel a little movement. So if you are used to just standing in one spot with your feet nailed to the ground, try even just moving back and forth, and you will find that it makes a difference to your sound. The next thing that I like to do that really releases the hip flexor, which is this part right here, where you bend at the hip, okay? And this will also, of course, affect your lower back, is what I call Tai Chi figure eights. Start by allowing your weight to be on your left side. Now, trace a path along the outside of your left foot so that you are going to your left heel. Now, push across in diagonal to your right toe. Now, allow your weight to go back to your right heel. Now, push across to your left toe. Back to the left heel, diagonal to the right toe, back to the right heel, diagonal to the left toe. If you can, again, feel your lower back. Can you feel all the movement that you're getting? So we are actually making a very small figure eight as we move from heel to toe. Can you feel the circular movement of your hips? Okay, and this can be very small and yet effective in releasing your lower back. So again, stand and don't move. Just notice what your lower back feels like. Try going directly across. Where is the movement? And now see if you can do the little kind of secret figure eights. What you should feel is a lot going on underneath your hand, touching the small of your back. Next step, we connect this to the bow. So what I learned as a youngster was that I should bow starting on the left foot and going across to the tip on the right foot and back and forth like this. I believe many teachers teach this, and I certainly played like this for a long time. Then I saw a master class given by Don Weilerstein, one of the violin teachers at New England Conservatory, and he actually was teaching the opposite, and I was intrigued. And then I realized that it absolutely fit in the format of Tai Chi that I had been learning. So, although you start on your left foot at the frog, your left foot, your left side of your body begins to move across to your right toe, then your bow goes. Now I'm at the tip, I'm on my right toe. I go to my right heel. Now my right side starts moving across, and then my up bow follows. So you can see, you can think of it as your hip first, then bow. Right hip first, then bow. And you can see that this mimics what a lot of sports do. If you ever watch a golfer golf, the first thing he does is he moves his body, then he moves his arms. He doesn't do them all together. So it's the same thing. So here I am. Let's try it again. Left foot, left heel. I'm at the frog. And now I'm going to push off into my right toe. Now my bow opens. Back to the right heel. Right hip comes forward. I push off to the left toe. Then up bow. Hip, right toe, right heel, left toe, left heel, right toe. So you can see that the arm is slightly behind the body. The other way I sometimes teach this is like the hula dance, right? Because the hips lead the arms. So this is something for you to play with because you may be very used to this, but doing this should loosen up your lower back a little bit, and it might change your sound. Let me know.